In Solo Leveling, at the United States Hunter Bureau, Michael Connor and Norma Selner bow their heads and apologize to the director for not being able to flip Jin Woo. However, David Brennan says he didn't call them there for an apology and wants a breakdown of what happened. Michael explains that according to Selner's observation, Sung Jin Woo is a king. This revelation shocks the director, who questions if this means Jin has the power of a national-level hunter. Selner elaborates that awakened individuals draw their power from the other side, and she can sense this connection they have with it. Sometimes the power from the other side is so strong that the awakened appear to be covered in a brilliant light. Those people are called kings. However, for Jin, there was no such connection. When she looked into his eyes, the darkness inside stared back. He was darkness itself. David questions if she's implying that Jin Woo is evil, but Selner clarifies that she's not judging his morality, only explaining the source of his power. She emphasizes that Jin doesn't borrow his power from the other side, but from within himself. Thus, he has no limitations. Michael clarifies that there is no limit to Jin's power, and Selner nods in agreement. In this moment, the director gets up and thanks Lady Selner as Michael questions where he's going. Floor B24, David says, instructing the deputy director to follow. In the elevator, David discusses their next steps, noting that if they can't leverage Norma Selner's power, they'll need to find another way to gain Jin Woo's cooperation. He asks if Michael recalls the first S-rank gate incident. Of course, he responds. The terrible dungeon break that caused the destruction that devastated the western U.S. Of the world's best hunters that the U.S. gathered only by offering a huge reward, only 5 survived. The U.S. gave these 5 the authority rivaling that of a nation. David continues, mentioning the inextinguishable flame, the dragon Kamish, a single beast that massacred countless top-class hunters. He asks Michael if he'd believe that such a horror left behind a gift. He types the code, and the door hisses open before he announces, "Look," revealing a rune stone that was found in Kamish's corpse that's now been around for 8 years since the Kamish raid. Since there were no mages among the national-level hunters, the rune stone has been waiting for its rightful owner in this basement. The director declares that Kamish will once again bestow a valuable gift upon the country, and this arc continues. Follow for more.